We've had a slight grace period, so I hope you're caffeinated, juiced, etc., and primed to go. For those of you that are joining this conference for the first time, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Lisa Koenigsberg, and I founded Initiatives in Art and Culture, and also this fashion conference, which this year is celebrating its 15th anniversary. And we are thrilled that you are here, and absolutely, thank you so much, so grateful to all of the speakers, all of the attendees. It is all the mix that makes the magic. Now, I play several roles. The first is conceptualizing and ideas and all of that, and that's great. Then there's the organizational part, and then there's the school marm. And I'm going to get the school marm part out of the way right now. This is a lovely auditorium, and we've been asked, please, no coffee, water is fine, but we want to keep this in its lovely state so that whenever we're here, it's as beautiful as it is now. Also, if you have cell phones, and I have to say, unfortunately, I'm an exception because I have to be on call, but I run out like mad. Please put your cell phone on vibrate, which could be fun, or switch off. Some people do not get good reception within the building and need to step out, at least into this sort of entremet between the outside and the inside, but others will have no problem with reception. So now, everyone in arriving should have received a bag that looks like this. Some of them will have in them a copy of the magazine, of a particular issue of the magazine, As If, which has a very long and wonderful piece on Miguel Adrover. And there is also pardon me. And there is also, I'm so little that I just completely vanish. It's kind of like Blythe Spirit, and I'm that decorporealized voice. Anyway, so the As If magazine, in it, there's also a Vempe catalog, a material from Tag Heuer. Now, those of you that didn't get As If in your bag because we were concerned that they would break, there is a copy for everyone. Also inside is a folder. In this folder, on the right-hand side, is material that pertains specifically to the proceedings of the conference. So a brochure, and yes, we always have extras, abstracts or précis, talking points for those that submitted them, and they're organized in the order in which people are speaking, so you can take notes, suggestions for further reading, also organized in the same way, and then behind, bios of people who have joined the program, and that will be explained as we go along. On the left-hand side is information from various organizations and entities, and we tried to lay it out so that the shortest would be at the front and the tallest at the back. And it includes a gift certificate from Vempe for the season, information on Glasgow Caledonian. As you know, Scotland is a major theme for us in this conference. There is a lot of information on Scotland, etc. And I'm just going to leave it at that, and I'm sure we'll have more time to talk about the contents as we go on. Also, and a warm thank you to Bulgari for an absolutely lovely evening. Everyone should have received one of these. We are amply stocked, so if you did not, please, but it comes in its own special bag with its own special card and ribbon, and we are celebrating our 15th anniversary and the 20th anniversary of the fragrance Thé Vert, about which you'll be hearing before lunch. Pardon me while I duck. Okay. Now, there is also out front some information on an annual Burns Night Gala celebration, and there will be more discussion about all of these things as we go along, but that is also there to be picked up. It promises to be a wonderful event, and you might choose to kilt it up again very soon at that time. Now, when thinking about the 15th anniversary, I was thinking, oh, what was the feeling that I wanted to exude, and what was the feeling that I thought would lift people's spirits and would be appropriately celebratory? And I remembered an exhibition that I had seen of Pizarro, and you always think of them as these gray landscapes with a road that goes off to the left toward the back left-hand corner of the picture. And there was an exhibition in Philadelphia of Pizarro, and there were these amazing paintings of fireworks over Paris in the evening. Radiant, glorious, wonderful paintings. And that was the sensation that I hoped that we would be imparting to you for this celebratory year for us, and for this time where I think joy, goodwill, and interconnectedness are so terrifically important. So then I started thinking about icons, iconoclasm, and innovation, and these three themes are going to be called out throughout. I'm not going to give you a summation now. We can do that a little bit later, trying to get to the meat of the matter. But the first thing, actually, before we do that, is I want to express our thanks, because this does not happen without a lot of support, energy, all of it. So we want to thank the Louis and Lena Minkoff Foundation, which is always enormously supportive of our efforts, and we are deeply grateful. And Glasgow Caledonian University, which is establishing itself here in New York, and we will have a coterie of people from GCU with us, and the moderator of the Scottish panel tomorrow, Brian Duffy, it not only teaches there, but has received an honorary doctorate from the institution. We are also deeply appreciative of the generous support from Bulgari. We express our sincere thanks to the K. Unger Family Foundation, Platinum Guild International, Project Gravitas, the Scottish Development International, VEMPE, and to anonymous donors for their financial support, as well as to Fifth and Pacific for matching funds. We are deeply grateful to Holland and Sherry, MYB Textiles, Alex Begg and Company, Cara Ross, LLC, and Leslie Hinman, auctioneers, for their support. And I'm not going to make it like the Academy Awards where they start yanking you off with a cane. There are 2 days to say a lot of thank yous. Now, I believe there are no accidents. And last night I realized that for our 10th anniversary conference called Green, we had the great privilege and pleasure of having Simon Doonan open the conference. And I realized, another milestone year, and a milestone year for Simon, and how fortunate we are that he, who is iconic, insightful, witty, enlivening, and creative ambassador for Barney's New York, as well as writer, bon vivant, window dresser, and fashion commentator, has agreed to open our conference. Now, before Simon speaks, we have copies of The Asylum for sale, and clearly we are going to need to order more. In order to address this so that we can sell as many copies of these books and make sure that they are personally inscribed to you, our booksellers, Fieldstone Books, which will be open for both days, also have text plates. So you can purchase a book, Simon will inscribe the text plate, and the book will then be shipped to you with the text plate if indeed we run out of volumes, which in a way I hope we do, because it means that we're doing something right to further the asylum, which is in part what you might say we are all living in some measure. So without further ado, I'm going to turn the podium over to Simon Doonan. We could not ask for a better keynote talk to wake us up, lift our spirits, and pierce those preconceptions. Simon.